It's 7:10 a.m.
It's 7:10 a.m.
Time to wakey wakey and time for bakey.
Time to wakey wakey and time for bakey.
Get ready for your host with more.
Get ready for your host with more.
Mr. Brian Brown.
Mr. Brian Brown.
It's 7:10 a.m.
It's 7:10 a.m.
Que la roja pichuela y guandules no viene ligado igualito que yuca. Ese pelo que él tiene tan lindo, no venga a pensar que eso es una peluca. Tiene cotorra perico, yo tengo cotorra, tú tienes la cuca. Está claro en el ring, en el piso yo quiero.
No critiques mi pelo, te la soy bueno, porque tú no tienes que de odio tú estás lleno. No critiques mi pelo, te la soy bueno, porque tú no tienes que de odio tú estás lleno. No critiques mi pelo, te la soy bueno, porque tú no tienes que de odio tú estás lleno. No critiques mi pelo, te la soy bueno, porque tú no tienes que.
And boom, we are live. How's everyone doing? Wakey, wakey, hands off snaky, time for bakey. Not everyone has snaky, so we do what we do, guys. How's everyone doing today? Hey, what's up? Back to retro. How's everything looking, guys? Are we in focus? Is everything good, or do I need to restart it and do the thing again? We look all clear. I guess I could look now that I have a real webcam going on, I guess. According to Back to Retro, a real webcam. How's everyone doing this morning? It's Friday, guys. It is Friday. It's Friday. It's not Monday. It's Friday. That's right, guys. Oh, look, it looks good. Look, The Matrix. Look, I'm watching me watch you watch the show. Look, The Matrix. Look, I'm watching me watch you watch the show. Ooh, The Matrix, guys. The Matrix. Or actually, Inception. Or a show about a show in another show on top of the show. That's right. Hey, Trevor, how you doing, buddy? How you doing? Oh, man. We got a good one for you today, guys. We got a good one. It's Friday. We're letting our hair loose. We're going to get foot loose and fancy free, guys. First, I want to give out the shout outs this morning. Chantel, first one in. Good morning. Second thing I want to do before we get on to that is I want to have everyone send positive thoughts and prayers, whatever you believe in. I'm assuming you, what hair? I'm assuming that whatever you believe in, it's something positive. I don't think we're sitting here 2 weeks till Mad Monster. I'm excited about that. I don't think we're sitting here, whatever you believe, and you're like, negative. No. Whatever you believe, guys, kneel down, sit down, send out the positive affirmations to Teresa Deller and her family, guys. Teresa Deller, great community member, does so much for us, guys. So much on here. Keeps me somewhat organized the best she can. I mean, I'm a mess, so we all know that. So let's send some positive affirmation. Her son is having surgery today on his shoulder. Pretty important stuff. So let's send out some positive affirmations. Hopefully that stress isn't too much on her, guys. And let's hey, Granny's growing guns. There's Teresa Deller herself, guys. So if nothing else, let's blow some clouds of positivity her way. All right, guys, because she could use it this morning. All right. Who else? Matt Workman. All right. Comes out second. Nancy, how you doing, Nancy? Carolyn, good morning. Rosie Key. What do we got? We got Harley this morning. Good morning. Oh, Mad Monster's coming. Nova Mike. Heidi ho, neighbor. We got Merlin Public Media getting ready to streak the gardens this morning. We got Back to Retro in the house. How you doing, buddy? Trevor, good to see you on here, man. Good to see you. Let's see who else. We got Granny's growing ganja. Got a whole bunch. Man, Baker, everyone's up in here. Charlie's up in here this morning. The whole crew. The whole crew is up in here this morning, guys, and I'm excited. We got a good one. Like I said, we're gonna deep dive. I was trying to figure out what we haven't. Hey, Chris, good morning. He woke up. Chris woke up for us. Hey, nothing says dedication like when you wake up to like watch something or be somewhere. That's true dedication for us stoners who don't like to wake up. Um, so I was trying to figure out a list. I'm like, what are we gonna do today? We've done bad movies, we've done great movies, we've done all this stuff. Um, Smoke 2 joints in the morning. Hell yeah, that's what the doctor prescribed. And you know what? Something we've never tackled. We've never tackled online dating. It's a gold mine for what we do, guys. Do you know how many wackos and how many weirdos are out there on online dating? Oh my God. And not just on the guys' side. I got some stories for you guys from back in the day. Oh man. Oh man. 14 in here and 3. Yeah. Hey guys, yeah, please give it a good old thumbing. Let's get this video a good old thumbing. Or as Back to Retro would say, give me a good old thumbing. No, let's not do that. Let's do the video. Let's hey, plenty of oh man, I got plenty of fish stories. Oh my God, we're gonna get it. You met your wife, current. I love the way he says his current wife, not the future one. This current one. Hopefully she's not listening, or Back to Retro is gonna get a freaking rolling pin to the back of the. I don't know why she would have a rolling pin. No, there are some great stories that come out of online dating, but I want to say that's probably 3% of the real stories, guys. Oh, look at Nancy. Yeah, so it does happen. It does happen, but I'm sure unless Nancy and Matt were like was Nancy the first girl you talked to online, and was Matt the first person ever? I'm not saying like hey, I was seeing somebody else, but like I'm sure you guys have some stories. Nancy, I bet, because the women on there, oh my God, I'm sure you got messages from the weirdest guys. Like some guys like, hey, how you doing today? And you're like, okay, and he's like, here's my dick, and you're like, no, I don't want that. That's an average tale of online dating. Let's be honest about that. That is an online. That's a normal online dating story. I'm sure I've heard that a million times. I've never done that. No, she wasn't the first. So you probably had some crazy ones too, Matt Workman. I mean, they're out there, man. Yeah, I'm sure. The worst part for me is that I always hated, man. So you meet somebody, and nope, he wasn't. Oh, I hope I didn't start any trouble with you guys. I wasn't the first. I wasn't the first. And then all of a sudden, no, but you know what? You guys were meant to be together. You had to weed through the freaking weeds and you found the bros, both of you guys. And congratulations. You had to freaking dig up some weeds to get to the rose, but you guys did it. And that's what's important, man. So yeah, that's what we're covering today. We're covering the weeds, guys. We're not. There are some great stories, like this one in particular, that does happen online. So don't keep it like totally negative here, guys, because it's not. But she's packing right now. Thanks, Brian. And she's taking the dog with her. Great. Oh man, Matt Workman's gonna be singing country songs here in the afternoon. She took my dog, she left me. Fuck the daily dank, Brian needs to pee. Oh, what do you think of that, Rosie? Rosie just woke up, guys. Oh my God. uh Oh, are they going on vacation? Nice. I took it all. She's like, so the standard is 50%, but that's not Nancy's standard. No, the state standard is I take 50%. Nancy's like, no, I take it all, motherfucker. The state may say half. No, I don't play by the state's rules. I just take it all. No, man, you guys are a great couple, man. Really, really, you're inspiring the whole story, man. The way we got to see it unfold, and we still get to see it unfold. Thumbs up, man. We appreciate you guys. Appreciate you guys a lot. All right, before I get myself into too much trouble here, guys, before I stick my foot any further in my mouth, I think you can see it coming out of my butt right now. Oh, man. Ooh, that's exciting. That's exciting. A vacation. Nice. You're going to go see the ocean? That's, man, that only the second time, Matt. Really? Wow. Man, put your feet in that son of a gun, man. Yeah, enjoy it. Enjoy. Hell yeah, man. The ocean. Don't go too deep. See if you can find that submarine. What's going on with that thing? Oh my God. Oh, I'm kind of freezing up a little bit here. Oh, there we go. Yeah, what about this submarine that went looking for the Titanic, guys? Oh, you see my legs a little bit. Hang on. Let me see if I can get this program up to snuff here. I think it might be my computer. All right, here we go. We're back up to snuff. Yeah, what about the submarine that imploded looking for the Titanic? You guys hear about that? This thing is crazy. It reminds me of the time my brother did a job with a guy and they were given a canoe as payment. And dude told my brother, well, half is mine. So my brother cut it in half and said, here's your. Oh my God. Maybe he'll find a mermaid. Billionaire doing stupid moves. Yeah, that man. Then you hear like, I don't want a white 45-year-old man driving my sub or whatever it was. Man, yeah, that's some. God bless, man. That's scary shit, man. That's like going into space. I don't think people realize like what going to the depths of the ocean really freaking entail, man. We're talking, it's like going into space. Like, I mean, there's depths that we can't go to because of the pressure, because of all this stuff. And I am convinced, guys, you can call me a crazy old man all you want. I'm sure that's a daily conversation. There are alien bases on the bottom of the ocean. I am convinced. I am convinced. We've seen UFOs going into the ocean. Why would they go into the ocean? You know what I mean? Their ships obviously can handle the pressure. We don't have gills for a reason. Yes, there you go. I'm telling you, there's stuff down there that we have no clue about. I mean, okay, we want to get into some real stuff. Okay, aliens, that's debatable. Okay, I don't think it is because I've seen it. I've seen it with my own eyes on video. No, but okay, that's debatable. We take that out of the equation. What about these humpback whales that show up, here and there? They die of old age and wash up, and they got giant scars on them. We're talking giant scars, like 30 feet long, from these giant squid that they do battle with. Sperm whales and giant squid are known to battle it out. Tell me that isn't some freaky shit. That these giant animals are leaving giant scars on each other, like 30 feet long. And we're just going to go down there and be like, hi, I'm 6 foot tall. Hi, we're here in peace. And they're just going to, oh, they're just going to eat us, man. Just like that, guys. Just like that. Yeah, I don't mess around with no ocean. I'll go in. I ain't doing no diving. No, we do not belong there. All right. I did not know that, Nova Mike. Whales commit suicide when they're too old? You're going to make me look this up, man. This is why I need an Alexa in here, so I can be like, Alexa, do whales commit suicide when they're old? I got to learn about this. Hang on, guys. Why do whales commit suicide? What the fuck? This is real. This is real. Not that I doubted you for a second, Nova Mike. Not that I doubted you for a second. At first blush, an explanation laid out on Wednesday by 21 experts in the Royal Society Journal seems impossible. Millions of years of evolution have turned whales into a perfect calibrating diving machines that plunge kilometers, miles, below the surface for hours at a stretch, foraging for food and in the inky depths. The heart rate slows, the blood flow is restricted, and oxygen is conserved. So, how could the ocean's most accomplished deep sea divers wind up um, with bubble poisoning in its vein? The short answer is beaked whales, especially ones known as curvers, get really, really scared. In the presence of sonar, they are stressed and swim away from the sound, changing the diving pattern. The stress in response otherwise um, with altitude. Wow, that is crazy, Nova Mike. Whales commit suicide. That is some crazy. Oh, Charlie. Charlie is the one to talk to about the ocean, man. They swim to the top and to the bottom and die. Yeah. Yeah. That's what they said because of the bubbles. But they know what they're doing. So that's how they commit suicide. Because I mean, wow, that's crazy. Yeah, Charlie. They should have a balloon like the bobber, that you know where they are. Yeah, for real. For real. Why? That's another thing I don't understand. Anytime I've ever seen like a mini sub go down, you usually have like a barge of boats, right? That like are above them, and then they like monitor them and stuff. These dudes just dived in a fucking submarine from like a boat dock and just went down there. Like, I don't understand. Mad humpbacks hang out around the boat. I fed and touched them. Oh my god, that's got to be a magical freaking moment. Oh man, yeah. Charlie was a fisherman, crab fisherman, commercial professional. I believe owned his own boat. Man, he had a lot of shit going on. Old Charlie. But yeah, he's the one to talk to about this ocean stuff. He's been out there, man. Probably seen some mermaids roll up and be like, "Hey, Charlie, sorry, Charlie." Oh, I could imagine their breath reeks, man. Um, Oh, yeah, that's crazy, man. Yeah, I could see some mermaids rolling up to Charlie out in the middle of the ocean, and Charlie's like, "You, I found you, beautiful woman," and she's like, "Sorry, Charlie." Oh my God! All right, guys, we've gone around far enough. Let's get into today in history. All right, so today in history, guys, we got a good one. We got a good one going for you guys. All right. Let me see. Oops, did I screw something up here? Oh, there we go. Maybe. Maybe not. All right. What's going on here? All right, you guys can still hear me okay? I think I froze up. Okay. All right, we'll do that today in history. Boom, boom, boom. All right, today in history, guys, we got some birthdays. We got Zadine. No, Zadine Lali, a French football player, guys. I was born in 1972. In 1964, Josh Whedon, American screenwriter, producer, and director, was born. Oh, man, Josh Whedon. Firefly, Serenity, some superhero movies. I can't remember which one. Suicide Squad, maybe? Maybe Suicide Squad, and then James Gunn took over. Maybe that's what it was. Yeah, Josh Whedon, man. I love me some Firefly, man. That's a great show. Firefly is one of the best shows out there. If you guys have not seen this, it's a great, great show. It's older. It only lasted one season, so you guys don't have to binge it like super. But yeah, man, it's a great show. It's a kind of a cowboy western, but done in a post-apocalyptic future with like space and a little Star Trek vibe. But they're criminals, so they're heisting things. And then they wrapped it all up. So it got canceled after a season, but then they wrapped it all up with the movie Serenity, which is a great movie too. But I definitely would watch Firefly before Serenity. Great cast, great fucking cast and crew, great show, man. If you guys have a chance, check it out. Firefly. All right. Also, in 1948, he's getting himself in a little trouble lately, but Clarence Thomas, what is it? Supreme Court judge. Mr. Pubic Hair on the Ice. If you guys don't remember that, when he was getting his nomination, there was some accusations. Anyway, Clarence Thomas, good, happy birthday, sir. June Carter Cash, Johnny Cash's wife. If you guys seen the movie Ring of Fire, played by what the hell's her name? Reese Witherspoon did a great job. Yeah, June Carter, guys. Johnny Cash's love of his life. And then Alan Turing, a British mathematician and logician. Yeah, you guys know Alan Turing. On this day in history, the United States voted in referendum to withdraw from the Euro. Oh, this Brexit. Brexit, guys. I don't think they've figured this out yet. So in 2016, they voted to separate from the European Union. And I don't think they know how, because they still haven't done it. American television producer Aaron Spelling, whose credit included a number of huge shows: The Mod Squad, Family, Charlie's Angels, The Love Boat, Fantasy Island, Beverly Hills 90210, died today, guys, in 2006. Sad, man. Great producer. Tori Spelling's father, and probably the reason she's in Hollywood. All right, the Antarctic Treaty was enacted. Getting blown up here. Okay. The Antarctic Treaty was enacted, reserving the entire continent for free and non-political scientific investigation. Wow, nice. That was 1961. 1940, sprinter Wilma Rudolph, the first American woman to win 3 track and field gold medals in a single Olympics, was born. That's cool. An expedition under A.H. McCarthy and H.F. Lambert began the first to reach the summit of Mount Logan, the second highest in North America. I love the way back then those guys just used their first initials. B.L. Brown here. Let's see. In 1868, American inventor Christopher Sholes and 2 others were granted a patent for a typewriter. The Cherokee chief and Confederate General Stan Witt surrendered at the close of American Civil War, one of the last Confederate commanders to do so. He was the holdout, guys. He was the holdout. In 1817, popular English actor John Philip Krimble retired after his last performance, which he played somebody. German King Adolf of Nassau was deposed in favor of Albert I. Ooh, that was in 1298. Ouch. That's an old one. All right, guys, so that was your Today in History. Give a big birthday shout out to Josh Wheaton and Firefly. I've never seen a real Firefly. Oh, I've told you Alan Tudyk was on Firefly, I believe. I think that's a different Alan Tudyk. Let me look, because this Alan Tudyk we were talking about, or maybe I'm just high. Alan Tudyk was on Firefly. Yeah, I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. Yeah, he actually has a great show, Alan Tudyk. Now, that's the one I'm thinking of. The blonde guy. He has a great show called The Con, I believe it's called. It's like a 15-minute short, or like a 12-minute short, and it's about his adventures at Comic Cons and like the crazy stuff he gets into. It's a really funny show. If you guys are into collectibles, you're into like Comic Cons and that kind of stuff, that's the show to watch, guys. It's a funny, great show. And then he does this alien show now on Sci-Fi that is really, really good. That I enjoy, where he's an alien living on Earth. Great show. All right, so let's get into this, guys. Let's get into some online dating stories. Oh man. Hey, Mr. Crisper in the house. Isn't that always the case? That is always the case. Fireflies. Chantel, when I was in Arkansas a few years back, me and my son did a Route 66 trip, and I was smoking out. Where we went at the hotel was in Little Rock, and it's weird. It's the city, but like every other block is like country. So like you get a city block and then you get like a woods block and then you get a city block and then there was like a cop convention going on. Hey, Tim W, what's up, buddy? Havasu's finest pretty soon. Um, and so there was like a cop convention going on at the hotel I was staying at. It's just cop cars everywhere. State patrol, they had some kind of deal going on. So I take my bong and I walk down the street and I ended up in like a wooded type area. Get far enough down to where no one can see me. And, I toke it up, spark it up. Obviously cough it up. And then so I'm walking back and I'm stoned off my ass, man. I've been driving all day, hadn't been able to toke up. So the first toke of the day, and I'm like, oh man, it felt good, feel loose. You're walking down the street, and I look across in the woods, and I just see these eyes staring at me, thousands of them, just staring at me. When I move, they move, and I'm like, what the fuck? What do they got going on here in Arkansas? So I'm like, fuck it. I cross the street. I'm going to see what's in this motherfucker. And I go, and there were fireflies just everywhere. I'd never seen one. First time I ever seen a firefly. And I thought, I could see you walking with your bong across the wooded block. Thinking you landed in Narnia. Oh, I totally did. A cop convention. I thought you said a ruster convention. What's a ruster convention? Yeah, so yeah, man, I was tripping balls. I was like, what the? I'd never seen anything like that. Like, especially in real life. You see them in movies, but like you see them with the kids with the jars, and they're like, look, mom, you know, so that's what I'm used to. I'm not used to them just free flowing and like staring at you. Yeah, man, I was tripping balls. Went back and stayed in the hotel room and then left the next morning. Yeah. But man, Little Rock, what a crazy little town that is, man. Great, great, great town. Go check out the Ruster convention when you guys are up there. Oh, man, that's funny. All right, guys, we got 33. Hear me. 33 of the craziest online dating stories of all time, guys. We'll maximize that so you guys can see it. Oh, wait, is that a Heart Foundation shirt? Yeah, it is my Heart Foundation shirt. Old school, man. I've had this for a while. Yeah, this is my old school Heart Foundation shirt. Yeah, almost signed by the craziest fucking heart of them all, Teddy Hart. Have I told you guys my Teddy Hart story before this is an online dating story. I didn't date Teddy Hart. So there's a crazy nephew of the Hart family. If you guys don't know who the Hart family is, they're a family of wrestlers. The dad, Stu Hart, was like the patriarch. He had a big federation, Stampede Wrestling up in Calgary. They were like Calgary royalty. Everyone knew who they were in Canada. Big family, big family. Of course, you guys probably know Bret the Hitman Hart, Owen Hart, all the Natalia Neidhart, Jim the Anvil Neidhart, the British Bulldog. They're all part of the Hart family. And there was like 6 brothers and 6 sisters, and all the sisters married wrestlers. So like they couldn't have been more embodied in the wrestling. Well, one of the sisters had a son named Teddy. And Teddy Hart is a fucking insane mother sucker. Oh man, this guy's crazy. There's a great documentary on Peacock about Teddy Hart and a missing woman. Oh, it's weird, man. But I met Teddy Hart. I'm gonna have to. Do I have it here, or is it in the other room? Oh shit, I got it here, guys. I got it here. Oh man, wait till you see this. I'm gonna show you. Oh, crap. Hang on. My autograph box is a little heavier than I thought. As you see my butt. Oh, my underwear. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Free show. Free show for everybody. Free show. And now the coloring's weird. Free show. Oh, if you guys want to, if you don't want to make it free, you want to throw me a couple ones for that, PayPal. You can PayPal it over. Oh, let's see what we got here. I got so when I met Teddy Hart, I got him to sign some stuff for me. But like he was such a con man and such a hustler. Like, oh, I gotta find it, man. I gotta find this. Hang on, guys. Hang on. Hopefully I didn't lose half the people. I saw a chocolate dot. They're clean, Nova. Here we go. I found them. Perfect. So, oh, where's it at? Here we go. Can't even see his autograph on there. Anyway, so we go to a show, and he's selling his photos. And this dude is such a freeloader. He just takes his photos. He doesn't even like copy them or save them and print them out. No, he just uses the screenshot. Look, there's an X. There's an X where you're supposed to close the window out, right? So that's Teddy Hart. But the best one, the one we had signed, it was to my daughter. You can barely see it, which I don't care. It's a Teddy Hart autograph. But so you got the Hart Foundation. You got the Anvil. You got Bret the Hitman Hart. You got Owen Hart. You got the British Bulldog. And then photoshopped himself in is Teddy Hart. He literally photoshopped himself in photo. Oh my God. He literally photoshopped himself in that photo. That's the kind of guy Teddy Hart is. Craziest guy I ever met. There's a lot of stuff, man. He's a weirdo. Takes women's passports and like, oh man, yeah. There's a missing woman. Yeah, watch the. You know what? We'll cover that on True Crime Thursday next week. The Teddy Hart story. And this missing woman. It's a great story, man. A horrible story for the woman, but a good true crime story, I guess. And then also, guys, since I got the box open, you know what? Yes and no. So I do have an Owen Hart signature, and I got it before he passed away, but I got it on eBay, and I've never had it validated. So I have, it's him and Jeff Jarrett and Deborah when they were in sent you $1 when they were in that tag team and they were the champs. I have an 8x10 signed by all three of them. But I'm not sure how legit it is because I bought it off of eBay. I was like 21, 22 years old. It came with a certificate of authenticity from the seller. Has to be real. So I don't know if I do or I don't. I need to find it. Yeah, I need to JSA it just to find out. I don't have no money invested in it. I think I paid like $50 30 years ago for it. Something like that. So, yeah. I definitely got to JSA it. So I do want to show you these. Since I got the box open, guys, I got the autograph box. I got a Greg the Hammer Valentine with my favorite wrestling shirt of all time. I broke Wahoo's leg. This was before wrestling shirts were a thing, man. Greg the Hammer Valentine. What's this one? We got Tessa Blanchard. Look at that. This is all from one show that we went to. We got Teddy Hart. We got Teddy Hart. Who else did we get that show? We got Moose. Who remembers Moose from TNA? He was there. Chris Bay from TNA. These are all, I should probably give these to my daughter. They're all addressed to her. Except for one, Austin Aries. I got an Austin Aries autograph. And this was literally when COVID broke out. Like I got these, it was the last event that anybody did really for before COVID hit. They shut everything down. Remember going to the casino, forget what casino it was in. It was in Vegas, but man, it was shut down. Like half the restaurants were closed. There was hardly anyone in there. It was eerie. And it was before they announced that everything was getting shut down. And I remember talking to the wrestlers and they were like Chris Masters was there, and he was like, I don't know what I'm going to do. All my gigs are canceled. Yeah, man, that was a crazy time. I think that's all I got from this one, guys, for wrestling. Got a giant box of autographs down here, though. One thing that will not be given away. I got two. You know what? Never say never, guys. Check out this bad boy. Halloween script, full script from the original Halloween, signed by John Carpenter, signed by the Shape himself, the OG Michael Myers. Can't think of his name off the top of my head. But yeah, check that out, guys. How badass is that? Maybe, you know what? I say I won't give it away for a giveaway, but I got two of them. I do got two of them. I got one hung up in a nice shadow box, and I got that one. So who knows? Who knows if maybe around Halloween time? Maybe around Halloween time, guys. Got anything else worth showing here? I like this one. This one's from BAM. Triple sign, Killer Clowns from Outer Space. Love that one. BAM. That was a good BAM box there. What else we got? We got a Tim Curry, Rob Schneider from Home Alone 2, dual signed. Give you guys a sneak peek of what's hanging out in the box that you guys might be experiencing some future giveaways here. What else we got here? Oh, this one I like a lot. I can do that. So this is I got this at a con I went to a while back. So this is Lindsay Wagner. And then I got Lee Majors. Look at that. The Bigfoot pick. I love that. All right. So yeah, anyway, I had to get that out. Just show you guys a few autographs from the box of autographs. Who doesn't just have a giant box of autographs laying around? Oh shit. Yes, back to retro. Damn. Damn. There's like two people at Mad Monster that were in the first Halloween movie. Yes, thank you, back to retro. Yeah, I love the Bionic Man, and they were way cool. I did a video of meeting him. Lee Majors was like the coolest. I asked him what was his favorite, show, movie, whatever he did, and he said The Fall Guy. The Fall Guy was the best because they just partied all. It was just like a big party. Like they knew what they were supposed to do. Everyone was a seasoned actor. He said they went in, they just partied. They just had a great time. And he said he got a lot of from the Fall Guy. So good old Lee Major. Man, back to retro. That's a good idea. Shit. I didn't even think about that. That's a good one, man. And that's why he is back to retro review, guys. All right, let's get into this. Let's get into these horrible dating stories, guys. Okay, first up, the bill that definitely wasn't going to be split. I've been talking to this guy I met on Tinder for a couple weeks, and he seemed nice enough. One day I posted on Snapchat that I was going to get coffee. He writes me back asking to join. I agreed, and he gave me the name of the place where I was going to be. I agreed, and it gave him the name of the place where I was going to be. I sit down, and the waitress takes my order, caramel latte. He enters, and we say our hellos. Conversation-wise, it was fine. Nothing too exciting, but not horrible. We were both Dominican, so we bonded over that. He was good-looking, and he knew it. So a lot of the conversations became about him. He orders his coffee and two appetizers. Then another two, and then another two. When he gets to the last one, he offers me some, but I decline because I have plans to eat after with my friends. So at this point, I've had one coffee, and he's had 6 appetizers and a coffee. Now, this place isn't cheap. My latte was $7, and all the apps they sell are $14 plus. When the check comes, I take out 10 from my wallet and put it on the table. He looks at me and says, "Aren't we going to split it?" I start laughing because, of course, he must be kidding since I didn't even have one bite of the apps. The check is over $100. He's not laughing. So I realize he's not kidding. I tell him I'm not paying since I didn't eat anything. He says, "So this was your decision at this point. I really don't want to argue." So I just stand and tell him to have a good day. He starts yelling in the restaurant, saying all these insults about me, how sad that makes him because I seem nice and he had high hopes for us. I could hear him still yelling when I was outside. Oh man. Oh man. What do you guys think about that? Dude orders a ton of apps and he expects you to split the bill. Who gets a caramel latte? I love that Mr. Crispers, that's what he takes away from the story. Who the hell orders a caramel latte? Oh, that's the end of the date right. What about a pumpkin spice latte? Is that okay? Depending on what time of the year. That's why I'm the one and you're the twos. Roman Reigns over here. Roman Reigns, back to retro. All right. Yeah, so that's crazy, man. That's one thing I always hated about dating is the first couple dates. I'm an old school guy. You know, I believe the man should pay for the date. I don't give a shit if the woman pays. I mean, I'm not like that old school, but I am old school enough to where I reach over, grab the check, and I'll pay. But the worst is when you go out on a first date and you know it ain't gonna happen. You know it's not clicking. You know the second date. You know that as soon as the date ends, you guys are gone. You know you probably never talk to each other again, and you pay for the whole meal. And then you're like, why did I just drop $80, $60 on a meal for someone I know I'm never even going to talk to again? Yeah, so that was always my issue, especially when you know it's not going well and you're like, fuck, man, I got to buy dinner. Fuck. Or I'm just a cheapskate. Or am I a cheapskate? Because I actually pay, but just because it hurts me to pay when there's no I guess no benefit. I'm not saying sex. I'm just saying like you're not gonna talk to him again. It's not clicking and you just know it, but you still pay for dinner. I'm just a cheapskate. I'm just a cheapskate, guys. All right. Up next, we got a second one. Let's see. And this person whose aunt became their successful wing woman. After going hard in the Tinder paint off and on for 2 years, I met my current boyfriend on it by a weird twist of fate. I was at my cousin's bridal party, and a woman I hardly knew kept asking me what was happening in my life. My response was, I bought cats yesterday because I actually had. So in a mimosa drunk state, I saddled up to my new divorced aunt and showed her how to Tinder. Joe, my now boyfriend, popped up and she said, can I swipe for him? He's handsome. After 1 year of dating, he's moving in with me and my cats. So that's a good one, guys. That's a good one. The date who gave off total Joe from You vibes. If you guys haven't watched You, it's a great show on Netflix. Is about a guy who becomes obsessed with women that he dates, and he murders, not them, but murders people who are interfering with their relationship. It's a good show, man. It sounds weird, but it actually is good. All right, so this young lady went out for dinner and hung out at his house afterwards. It was pretty well, it went pretty well, but I was getting a weird vibe. So I decided to go home. Immediately after I left, I noticed a car following me. So I started getting real nervous. I drove to my friend's house instead of mine, asking him to wait outside for me. When I arrived, the car was still following me. So I quickly got out of my car and ran into my friend's house. We saw the car drive by, so we thought we were good. But we heard knocking at the door about 5 minutes later. Oh, man. There we go. About 5 minutes. We saw the car. My friend opened it. 5 minutes. My friend opened it while I stood behind him. Opened the door while I stood behind him, holding a knife. When he opened it, there stood the guy I had just gone on a date with, holding an earring in his hand. He explained that he was just trying to return it because it looked expensive. Later that night, I realized I had both my earrings in, and it wasn't my earring. I haven't spoken to him since that night, and I haven't used Tinder since. Oh, wow, man. Yeah, that's creepy. That is way creepy. Oh, man. So what do you guys think about that one? What would you do? What would you do on that one? Harden the Tinder is what dating is nowadays. Yes. Oh, and moving in, getting more than one kitty. If the data is going bad, it's going to be a split. Back to Retro has no problem. You know what? I can see Back to Retro be like, hey, waitress, hey, before you bring the bill, could you split that for us? Thank you. Like, just put it out. That actually isn't a bad thing. Just put it out there, man. Just be like, hey, this is happening. You're paying your half. It ain't working out. It ain't working out. Yeah. Thank God I've been with Fred 45 years. Can't imagine today's. Yeah, imagine that, Teresa Deller. You go out on a date with a nice young man, and things go good, but you're like, I'm gonna bone out. I'm dipping, and then he shows up at your friend's house with an earring that isn't yours, trying to say that he wants to give it back to you. Oh man, that's why like serial killers who get busted. Oh, I was just cleaning up the litter in front of this house. Like that's Jeffrey Dahmer shit right there. All right, up next, guys, is we got this super smooth pickup line. I matched with her about a year ago, and we went on a nice first date to Universal City Walk. That's a great first date, man. The karaoke bar was closed, so we went to a beer spot next door. I thought it was a nice first date. Yeah, it was a good first date. But she went on vacation after that night, and we lost touch. We both ended up deleting Tinder and rejoining about a year later and eventually matched. Um, I've since had life-saving surgery, and you can see the scars in my picture. She messaged me saying, looks like you could use a doctor in your life. Well, she's a doctor, by the way. I responded, reminding her that we had went on a date before, and she says, since you've had a second chance at life, you could give me another chance with a second date. Smoothest pickup line ever. You know what? Yeah, hell yeah. Um, I've had I've ever heard. Wow, been inseparable since. We've traveled to another country together, exchanging house keys, visited another families for Thanksgiving, and only roughly 5 months in, we've already know this is serious. As they say, you know when you know. That's actually pretty fucking cool. So this guy goes out on a date with a doctor. And she went on vacation the next day. They lose touch. It happens, man. That's one of the downfalls of online dating, man, is like, yeah, people, you talk to someone for a few days and then life happens. Dog dies, whatever, and then you kind of forget, and then that person gets ghosted, and man, it's like a whole and there's nothing worse than getting left unread. Like, oh man, you're having a great conversation with somebody, and then they're like, hey, come up and visit me, and you're like, yeah, let's go out on a date, sure. And then all of a sudden they just like leave you unread, and you're like, what the fuck, what happened? That's the worst part of online dating. But and the chance that the odds that they would match up again, and that she would be like, looks like you need a doctor. How cool is that, man? That is very cool. Congratulations, Scar Man and Dr. Lady from Tinder. Congratulations. Congratulations. All right, what else we got here, guys? We got the guy who just couldn't take a hint. Oh, man. I think this is going to be a good one. All right. So I match with this guy and we start chatting a bit. He seemed cool, so I give him my number and we decided to go out for coffee. A week before Christmas, it was we go out for coffee a week before Christmas. It was a nice date, but I wasn't super pressed to see him again. So I was super surprised when he asked to see me 2 days later, right when I was heading home for Christmas. I declined and told him I'd hit him back when I was back in town. Over the holidays, this man kept texting me, asking me when I would get back in town so we could go out again. After one coffee date, I wasn't feeling the desperation. Trying not to be rude, I started texting back less and less, and let on that I didn't want to see him again. And when I did get back, of course, for some strange reason, this is causing him to start friending me on all social media, sending me multiple messages a day on multiple platforms, and even calling me 5 times a day, which I ignored. Finally, he sends me flowers to the school I teach at, which I was super creepy because I had never told him the specific school school. So I was freaked out and messaged him and told him to leave me alone. Then he proceeds to send me a passive aggressive message about how he was a good guy and he was going to block me on all social media, like he wasn't the one stalking me. In any case, he's blocked. I'm glad I didn't meet up with him again and haven't met with anyone in Tinder for a while. Yeah, man, that's another thing. And then you know what? That, like, man, this online date. So when you like somebody and you think there's a connection, but they're like, meh. And so, I mean, I wouldn't go as far as like befriending them on all social media and sending flowers like to a school I didn't know or nothing like that. But man, you're like, I don't know. It's a weird deal, man. It's a weird deal. That guy took it far. That guy took it way too far. But yeah, some people just want some answers, man. Hey, just be up for, a while. The coolest thing that I had seen in a while. This was I haven't been on online dating in a while, guys. I dipped my toe back in. I recently became single a few months ago, and I dipped my toe back in for one day, and I was like, nope, nope, nope. Oop, ended it all. I'm good. I'm going with the flow, guys. I'm working on myself more so than I don't need no. I don't need to worry about splitting the bills and anything like that. I need to worry about me. That's it. All right. Anyway, guys. Um, this comment that literally no one asked for. I love the picture. We talked for a while and I was really digging this guy. We decided to finally hang out, but he said he had to. I said I had to pick him up since he didn't have a car. That should have been my first clue. I went to pick him up, and the first thing he does is gets in the car and pats my belly and says, "A little too much beer, yeah." You're gonna have to lose that if we date. I kicked him out of the car and went to get ice cream. Yeah, fuck that guy. Fuck that guy. That guy fucking cock is staying in your pants, is it? You have to be a little nicer to pull it out. That's what I would have said. oh, and this person who always wins on Tinder. I've had a lot of Tinder success. The app has always made it easy to spot guys who are worth getting to know and easy to tell which guys were strictly for hookups. I met my last boyfriend on Tinder and we ended up dating for 9 months. We broke up. I met my current boyfriend and we are celebrating our 2-year anniversary. Well, I guess Tinder does work for some people. My last relationship I met on Tinder. So, I mean, that lasted a minute. So, this very awkward encounter at work. So oh God, yeah, these are weird ones. Wait till you hear this one, guys. So I matched with this guy on Tinder, and he seemed nice. However, something just telling me there was something off about him. He kept really pushy about me. He kept getting really pushy about meeting up at places I was not comfortable with. I finally decided to unmatch him. Fast forward about a month, and I'm at work. I happen to be a corrections officer at the regional jail in my area. I'm working one of the male units, and an inmate walks up to my desk and says he knows me. After interviewing it turns out it's the guy I matched with and decided not to meet. It turns out he is in on kidnapping charges. Needless to say, I changed units and told my supervisors immediately. Oh, damn. Damn. All right, the guy who thought it was romantic to offer his date drugs. Well, depends on what kind, I guess. I met up with this guy on Tinder. We seemed to click. Fast forward into the date, he disappeared and came back holding a sandwich-sized bag, half full of what looked like broken glass. Crack. My Tinder date had crack, and politely declined his offer. And then I had the opportunity and made an exit. Hey, you want to smoke some crack? This ultra cute let's see this one. This guy who was bored and kept falling asleep. I actually went on a date years ago with a girl who had narcolepsy, legitimately diagnosed narcolepsy. We'll get into that after this, guys. My first and only date was a Tinder date. This guy was going to take me on to see Finding Dory. He showed up 15 minutes late. I was just asking him questions about himself. He started answering the questions with information about me because he had completely stalked my Facebook beforehand. He then fell asleep during the movie. I decided not to see him again after the date. I would have left him when he was asleep, man. That would have been the best way to go. That would have been the best way to go. All right, we'll do one more, guys. We'll do one more. The guy who clearly had the wrong idea of important questions to ask on a date or on a potential date. Okay, once I received a message from a man asking me if I would give him a rib job just because I look like the type of girl that does. Oh, wow. All right, this will be the last one, guys. And this person who took a chance on Tinder ended up I don't care about finding true love. These are bad stories. The guy who clearly doesn't know let me see. The good stories are the long ones. All right, here we go. My date asked me to meet him at noon for a quick lunch. I agreed. And then he ends up showing up at 12:35 p.m. All messaging me on Tinder. He refused to share phone numbers. That's one that he's on the way. Once he got there, he explained that he was late because he had to pick up his dry cleaning. He also informed me that he had 25 minutes to introduce myself since he had to leave at 1 p.m. for a workout session with his trainer. He left at exactly 1 p.m. while I was in the middle of telling him a story. He also left me with the bill. One of the worst dates of my life. Yeah, that's a dude who's way too wrapped up in himself, man. Yeah. Hey there, honey nut heroine. Hey, some of these lessons could be for you. I'm sure you've had some horrible, um, uh, I don't know why I picked you out. I'm assuming you're a single young lady. I'm not 100% sure. Um, but I assume you were single at some point and you're a lady of today's age. You probably had some horrible experiences with online dating. That's what we're covering today, honey nut heroine. How you doing? If you got any stories about wacko guys out there, it always seems like the guys. I love it when Teresa Deller calls me out for uh, covering my tracks if I say something and I'm like, well, let me explain what I meant. You guys want to know what it's like to go on a Tinder date with me? That's what it's like. It's me messing up words and then trying to explain why I messed up the words. You can see why I don't get a lot of second dates. Oh man, but yeah, no, that stuff's for the young kids, man. That Tinder, those online dating sites. I'm independent. Not see. There you go. There you go. I don't do dates. Just one X, and that's all I need. Hey, there you go. There you go. Yeah, it's a wild world out there. Independent. I like that. Not single, independent. Yeah, it's a wild world out there, man. It's better take care of yourself sometimes. Oh man. But you know what? Take a chance. Roll that dice sometimes. You never know. You know, the love of your life could be knocking no, not knocking on your door. As we learn, that's not the love of your life. Could be out there, man. Might need to ask the girls I want to yeah. Yeah, man. You know, I don't know. Don't give up on love. You know what? If Cupid's out to get you, he's going to get you. Regardless if it's the best hitman in the world is Cupid. Regardless if it's online, if it's Facebook, whatever, man, if you're getting coffee at the local coffee shop, if Cupid's going to get you, Cupid's going to get you. Just be open to it, guys. You know what? That's the message I want to share today. Be open to the love, be open to it. Be careful. Definitely be careful. But be open to it, man. You know what? If they don't give you total creepy vibes, get that number, text a little bit, do your thing. You know what? Because loneliness is a bitch. Believe me, I know it, man. And her name is Karma. Well, I was single for like 11 years almost, man. I dated here and there, but like a stretch. I raised my kids, and man, there was some depths of loneliness that I hit that were not good. So, man, if you need someone to chat with, a friend, get out there, man. Don't be lonely. Come here, come to the Daily Dank, talk to us, guys. Used to have one in every port. Charlie, I bet you did, Charlie. Yeah, man, if you're lonely, you need to talk. We're not a dating site. We're just friends. But man, come over here and we'll keep you entertained. I'll juggle. I know how to juggle. Um, I'll show you my fancy flash popcorn container. All right, Rosie, I don't like that. Me and Rosie are in the house all by ourselves, and she starts barking at something in the living room. I have a flash popcorn container, and I'm not afraid to use it. All right. I don't know if there's someone in my living room ready to murder me, but they know I have a flash popcorn container and I'm not afraid to use it. I know, yeah, man, yeah. You know what? That's what I love about this community, guys. If you're lonely, and we're going way past the hour mark today. If you're lonely, man, this is a place for this. This is what this is, man. Lonely, whatever. Just want friends. This is what we do. Do some juggling. I don't want to mess up the Funko Pops. Shadow Man, yep. All right. Yeah. See, I juggle, guys. I juggle. This is a great community, guys. We're actually Saturday. Is it still Saturday? Back to retro tomorrow, right? Are you still having your big show? Um, I've been out of it all week, guys. But check out Back to Retro and the Mod Squad, guys. Mod Squad's having, I believe they had it scheduled for this Saturday. A big show. We're part of their this community, and the Mod Squad community is amazing. Love the blending of the two. Yeah, we're blending together, guys, man. Yeah, so Saturday, guys, I will talk about it at the 420 show. I'm gonna be popping on over there. I'll be in the chat. They got some big announcements. They got some big stuff going on. You're gonna want them. You don't want to miss it, guys. And it's our community, man. They're our brothers and sisters. Been watching Game of Thrones and House of Dragons. They're the other house, and we're combining houses. Me and Back to Retro are getting married, and we're gonna combine our houses together, guys. Oh man. Yes, House of the Geek. Oh man. All right, guys, I'm gonna get out of here. We got the baked and unboxed today. He talks about Stretch Armstrongs and Mr. Potato Heads. Oh man, you guys rock, man. All right, guys, yeah. So don't fall victim to this online dating stuff, guys. Be careful, get out there, make some stories of your own. You know what? We all have those weird, even before online dating, the blind dates. Who has a weird blind date story? Let me think. I'll end it with one of my stories, guys. I know I've been noticing you guys like my stories for whatever reason sometimes. So we'll end with with a horrible dating story from my past. I'm trying to think. Truffle shuffle. Um, Let me see. I've been on a lot of bad dates, guys. I've been on a lot of bad dates. You know, the worst one. Okay. This is a great one. This is a great one. All right. So, Tinder. I meet a girl on Tinder years ago. And she's younger, which kind of concerned me, but not, I'm in like early 40s at this point. Um, um, so, and she's like in her early 20s, 21 at least. I think she was like 23 or something. So we ended up going out. Took her to like a samurai steakhouse type of thing, and we had a blast and good time. Nice girl, maybe a little young for my taste, but whatever. We were just having fun. It was getting back out there after 11 years being a heavier guy. I just lost the weight, trying to get back out there, meet some people. And so she's like, hey, do you want to come back to my place after dinner? I'm like, yeah, I do. And so she's like, well, wait a minute. Come with me. So we leave the parking lot of where the restaurant was, and there's a Rite Aid or a CVS, whatever, right across the street. So we walk over to CVS, and she buys this fucking bottle of wine that's about this big. I'm like, I'm getting laid. I'm getting laid tonight. But she's buying a giant bottle of wine and inviting me back to her place. So I'm like, we'll see what happens. So we go back, and it's funny because she has like 6 roommates, and they're all like in their early 20s, and yeah. So they're leaving as we're pulling in, and it's kind of an awkward thing, and they're kind of like, and thinking the same thing I'm thinking. They seen the big bottle of wine, so they give her a little shit, and then so she feels like she needs to tell me flat out, hey, we're not going to my bedroom. Just so you know, we're going to be in the living room hanging out. Just so you know. Don't. And I'm like, yeah, I'm cool with that. I'm a gentleman. And so I smoke. She drinks her wine. We kick back and we're watching some movies or a TV show or something. We're watching Impractical Jokers uh, with her making the wine bottle disappear. Oh my God, that would have been a great story. No, so we're watching Impractical Jokers. Only about 8 minutes after I smoked, 8 minutes after she drank her his last sip of wine, and I'm thinking, okay, I'm gonna have to make a move here. That's what this is. So I go to make my move, and she's fucking sawing logs. She's asleep on her couch, like just out cold, man. And no, no, I didn't slip anything in her wine, nothing like that. No, Brian, don't play that shit. So what do? As the older gentleman who has kids, I get a blanket, I put it over her, and I lock the door and I leave. I get a message about 8 hours later. Hey, what happened last night? I woke up with a half bottle of wine and a blanket on me, but my clothes were all on. I think we came home. What happened? And so I told her, and then we talked for a minute after that. But I mean, it was like, I don't know, the age gap was a big thing. But like she would, I felt like a dad at certain points. She would be like, "Where do I get my cell phone fixed at?" You know, it's like, figure it out yourself. You're a fucking adult. Anyway, so yeah, that's one of my favorite stories, guys. Straight fell asleep on me, especially like a 20-something-year-old. I'm the one who's supposed to be falling asleep. I'm the old man. What's going on here, guys? uh, so guys, just be careful out there, man. Have some fun. If you're online dating, share the stories. That's all I ask. All right, guys, I'm gonna get out of here. Remember, man, pay it forward today. Breathe in the positivity, exhale the negativity, guys. Pay it forward. Be kind to one another. Split the check. If you're out on a date this afternoon, split that check. Or not if you're a gentleman. Whatever it is, guys, I'm going to get out of here. Appreciate you guys so much. What a great show today, man. We're back on track, guys. Real quick, Monday. Monday will be a pre-tape show. It'll be the same deal. Hopefully, I'm going to ask Chantel, Rosie, Tim, Nova Mike, Teresa Deller. If you guys could please hold down the chat for me. I'm going to be in New Denver. Hey, Lonnie, the traveling man. Lord, I was born a rambling man. Well, that's me. Lonnie was born a traveling man. Lord, Lonnie was born a traveling man. Getting out there, getting high the best that he can. Good morning, Lonnie. Good morning, good morning. Yeah, so and Lonnie too. All your OGs at Back to Retro, Harley. I'm not gonna be in on Monday. There will be a show. It'll be pre-taped. It'll be great. It will be fantastic. But probably will not be able to jump in on the chat. I'm going to be in Jersey on Jersey time. So 7, 8, 9, 10 will be 10 o'clock there. So I might be like in and out. I will try to jump in on the chat when I can, guys. But I got meetings and stuff. The reason I'm going up there. So if you guys could hold the chat down for me, keep everyone engaged, I would really appreciate it. And when I come back, we will be having some freaking amazing prizes, guys. I'm going to bring back saltwater taffy. I'm going to bring back all sorts of cool stuff from Jersey and Philly. Hey, you might get yourself an autograph Declaration of Independence. I'm going to Philly. Yeah, so I'll have some prizes, guys, and I will be giving. If you guys help me out, I feel like a dad talking to the neighborhood kids. Hey guys, I'm going to be out of town, but if you help me out, I'm going to bring back prizes for you guys. No, I would appreciate it, guys. It will only be 1 week. And probably not every day. I'll try to go live on some days. It just depends on the meeting. But yeah, I appreciate you guys. I'll keep pumping out the content, guys. Just hold it down for me, and we'll keep on going. Yeah, we're gonna have a good time. All right, I'm getting out of here, guys. I will talk to you at 4:20. Baked and Unboxed. We got a ton of giveaways. We're giving away. What are we giving away? We're giving away give it away now. Dank World. Excuse me. Dank World Order Box, guys. Hashtag DWO. Last chance. Hashtag DWO for a box full of prizes. Box full of prizes. Dank World Order t-shirt. And then also we're doing the Miles Davis the Miles Davis Funko Pop today, guys. There you go. Miles Davis. So get in on that. And then also yesterday, on Monday, guys, that's a reason to tune in. I won't be live. Whenever you want, Honey Nut. I can run it up to you later this afternoon, or if you're around or whatever, just let me know and I'll make sure you get it today. I'll be leaving Monday, so make sure I get it to you this weekend. Yeah, you're just right up the street. That's the easiest one in the world. And then we got Soli, guys. This will be given away on Monday. That is right. What did we hashtag this? We hashtag monsters. Yeah, just hashtag monsters. Yeah, this is a Todd McFarlane toy, guys. This is a Mirrorverse Soli from Monsters Inc. So check that out. Get in on that. We're giving that away on Monday, guys. So that's a good reason to tune in. That's a good reason to tune in on Monday. We'll be giving that away on the 710 show, so make sure you're getting in on that one. Hashtag Monster for Monsters Inc., guys. Or Soli. I'll take any of them. Appreciate you guys so much. Yeah, man, things are going to be happening. I'm excited. A lot of good things, a lot of getting my act together. I'm organized. I needed the week, man. I got food poisoning. I wasn't feeling good, but I needed the week to kind of get my stuff together anyway, guys. So we're doing what's 710. 710 is international dabbing time. So like 420, but it's for dabbing. And I don't know how. Anyway, guys, enough of me rambling. Lord, I was born a rambling man. All right, we'll see you guys. Lonnie, drive safe out there. Everyone, be good to one another. Inhale the positivity, exhale the negativity. If you need us, we're online, guys. Hit us up. All right, we'll see you at 420.
Thank you for joining us on the It's 420 Somewhere podcast. Broadcasting worldwide and brought to you by thedailydank.com. Check out our merchandise and amazing content. And follow us on all our social media. Now, you don't have to go home, but you can't stay here.